Okay, so I'm making another magazine video. People may never watch this, but I have fun doing it. So anyway, this one's Teen Beat from June 1990. So anyway, I read this one first so I know a little bit of what's going on in the magazine. Of course, it's just mainly new kids. They were huge back in the day. I don't know anyone that still likes them. Anyway, they had an article with Joe. The main thing I got out of it was he says most fans send him teddy bears. Okay. I wonder what happened to all those teddy bears. I think I read one time they gave them away to kids at like children's hospitals or something. I don't know if that's true. And then Donnie, it gives you advice on how to get Donnie's attention if you're writing to him. And it said, refer to him as a nickname, like Cheese, Dennis Cheese, stuff that. I always remember him going by Dexter P. So next time I see him, maybe I will say Dexter P. That was even my Instagram name for a while, but I changed it. Then I think I talked about this before. They used to have in magazines, like some of the teens do like advice columns, and this one is by Danica McKellar. She played Winnie Cooper on Wonder Years, and later in life she like created a theorem or something in math. I don't really know anything about that, but she's very, very intelligent. But I read through these, and some of them are pretty, crazy for what they're asking a teenager to talk to other teenagers about, like whether they should have sex with their boyfriend. And then you have minor things like, I'm dating this boy and his sister says I'm a cradle robber because I'm 16 and he's 14. It's kind of funny. Let's see. I wrote down some stuff, so I'm cheating. Okay, then there's another girl, and I remember this happened a lot. She was too shy to talk to a boy, so she asked her friend to talk to him for her, and then what happens? The friend and that boy, start going out, and Danica told her straight up, well, you accepted the invitation from the boy because it was from the girl that is now going out with the boy. So you have to kind of decide what's more important. She put you in that situation, but you probably should have asked her first. Okay, anyway, blah, blah, blah. Johnny Depp here is promoting Crybaby. You can kind of see by his outfit. And he talks a lot about his band Rock City Angels that he used to be in. And I'm kind of curious. This was June of 1990. I wonder if that was before or after River Phoenix passed away, because I believe they were good friends, and River passed away right outside of his Johnny's bar. But I don't know. I guess I could have looked it up. Then I always remember this phone number. My parents never let me call it, and I always remembered it as 109-9095-KIDS. See? And then when I saw this, I'm like, that's not right. But it says you can call this one too. So I was right. Anyway, then we got Danny, and he's talking about working out. He still does that, to this day. He's all about working out. Then just a whole bunch of pictures of new kids. This one's Dino. He was their opening act on one tour, and I remember my mom was not a fan because he danced very provocatively with some of the girls in the audience, and she thought they were too young to be doing that. Dance Party USA. This is with all of their families, like all their parents. And I thought it was funny because you probably can't see it, but it refers to all the parents like Mrs. McIntyre, Mr. Wood, stuff like that. And I'm like, us fans know all their names, all their parents' names, most of their siblings' names. You got it. And the sad thing is, most of these people have passed away. Now, Mr. Wood, Dan, Big Dan, as he's called, he's still alive, and he still goes to all the shows. He's super nice to all the fans. You can go up to him. He will take photos with you. He will talk to you. He's very, very chill. Marlene, that's Jordan and John's mom. She still is around. She is the only mom that is still alive, and she isn't something. She doesn't go to everything, but she's there, and she'll take photos with you. And she gave the sweetest speech on the first New Kids cruise I went on. I mean, it made me cry. I decorated my cruise door the second year with what she said. It was just about women uniting together and just having fun, you know. Then we have tons of photos with new kids. Now, one stood out to me. I might even send it to him. Andre Gower. I like to say he's my friend, but he knows my name, and that's huge. But here's him and John. And I want to say something. I'm like, oh my God, you actually knew John, you know? So I might send that to him. Then you got Tommy Pewitt, Brian Bonsall over here. Oh, you got Biscuit. And then you got Joe's brother and, of course, Mark, Donnie's brother. This one kind of had me shocked because it says, this is Donnie with his two siblings. Well, yes, we know that's Mark, but who's this? He looks to be younger than both of them, and Mark's the very youngest, and Donnie's right before him. So, who's this guy? Anyway. Okay, I can't remember anything really much about the others. This was just some different articles about some different TV shows that were on at the time. I guess this guy who was in Hairspray with Ricky Lake played Elvis in a TV show. I don't remember that at all. And they keep saying The Outsiders is finally coming. I don't think that show lasted because I think I wanted to see it but never did. Then it talks about some soap that's all based on teenagers called Tribes. I don't remember that either. And they said it's going to be different because it all takes place outside. I remember 15 with Ryan Reynolds. That was good. And then there was another one called Swan's Crossing with, I think it was with Sarah Michelle Gellar, maybe. I can't remember. But I watched those two, but I've never heard of Tribes. And there's an article with Max Casella, and obviously I cut out some stuff there, who was Vinny on Doogie Howser. And he played a lot younger character than he was when I found out how old he was, which would have been like in his 20s, but to me that was old. I was very shocked. But anyway, he talks about that. Then, of course, you have your horoscope. I read mine, and it talked about homework or something. And then Michael Damian. I realized his birthday is the day after mine. Also, New Kids on the Block Day. No. Oh my God, I said that wrong. That's my friend's birthday. The day before, April 24th, is New Kids on the Block Day. But I think they now have an international New Kids on the Block Day they're trying to get going, which is my birthday, but I don't know if that'll catch on. Oh, this was, okay, they have this long article about Tommy Pewitt. He was on Life Goes On. I don't really remember anything else that he was on. But, see, it talks about him wanting to be the marrying kind, and he wants to have kids. So I looked it up on IMDb. I don't see a wife or kids listed. It's kind of feel bad. I'm like, well, maybe he changed his mind now. But still, I was like, oh, bummer. Then you can win this pillow signed by all the guys, and they cuddled with it. I can't imagine. That would have been in a locked box. I would have hugged it and then not let anyone else touch it. And I did try to enter to win it, but that didn't happen. We got, Blossom, or Amy Farrah Fowler, right here. She was on a show called Malloy at the time. I don't remember that at all. And then you got Kelly Martin down here. Saved by the Bell cast. And then there's this weird ad. It's like $1.99 a minute, and you can leave a voicemail for celebrities. So you're not even hearing their fake voice that sometimes they did back then. You're just leaving a message and wasting your parents' money. So here's a big centerfold of supposed to be Jordan's actual handwriting. Some interesting things. Let's see. He says his first record bought was Looking for the Perfect Beat. Not sure what that is. And then fave actors. He put Robert De Niro and Buckwheat. Is he talking about the guy from The Little Rascals? The character? And if so, I don't think he spelled it right either. But he's a lefty, so we'll give him a pass. His secret wish for peace to be in the world. And they have a song, New Kids do, called One Night of Peace that I love. I wish they would play it live because it, especially during the horrible times we've been having in America the last few years, I've had to listen to it a few times to just breathe in, breathe out. Let's see. He likes whatever he does to be perfect. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Okay, looks for in a girl. An understanding, sweet, charming, petite girl. Sure, probably made me self-conscious about my weight. Like I wasn't already. Here they're talking, this is Christy Clark and David Faustino. They're trying to figure out a name for this New York seltzer bear. Is that still around, New York seltzer? I think I tried it when I was that age because I was like, ooh, all the celebrities are drinking it. And it's seltzer water, gross. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was coming to the theaters. I did see it with my little cousin. Okay, now here's a lot of pictures that are cut out. I've seen lots of these. These are popular photos. This one of Jordan in that sweater, that was real popular. Let's see. Oh, and you can kind of see Nico there, John's dog, Sharpay. He was the reason I got my dogs, Bella and Bernie. They're Sharpays. Because I thought Nico was so cute. Danny with that dancing flower. Anyone else remember those? You play music and the flowers would dance. Oh, there was one thing that they said. John was the neatest out of the group. I could have sworn they said Danny was, and that John and Jordan were messy, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Then they have just teens writing in just to ask about their favorite, like, can you put more in of this person or something? And I thought this one was funny. Okay, where is it? I can't see where it starts, but this girl, the club, it's called, from Calumet Park, Illinois, was writing in to say she loves seeing pictures and reading about New Kids, but she doesn't like seeing fans with them because it makes them jealous and it hurts them to see these other girls with them. Maybe I was like that back then too, I don't know. But nowadays, if I see someone, you know, with them, or especially one of my friends, I'm so excited for them. I'm just like, yay. Then we got, I don't even know if I honestly read this. I think I might have skipped over this. But, yeah, it's got all sorts of people. I see Jeremy Miller there, John Stamos, Keanu Reeves, and then this thing, Draw Me. You would win something, I think. Oh, Keanu Reeves, but anyway. I'm going to try to look across because we're running out. They have these, it says annual, but the last two I've looked at, it's been in there, so I don't know. It was the first year for Doogie Howser. It was its premiere season, and it won for favorite TV show. Go Doogie. And Even Life Goes On, I think it said it was premiere season, and it came in third. Alyssa Milano is favorite female star. And Neil Patrick Harris was favorite male, and that's probably because Doogie Howser was so popular. Corey Haim, who I loved, R.I.P. His posters were on my wall before New Kids. But then I stopped liking them because I found out he smoked and did drugs. That was a no-no. At least when I was in elementary school. Then my thoughts changed. And they've changed again. Let's see. Paula Abdul was new on the scene, and she was favorite sex symbol, and she was favorite singer, if I remember right. The movie stars kind of shocked me. Bette Midler, Molly Ringwald, and Kim Basinger. Because I don't think Molly Ringwald was in a lot at this time. That was more early 80s that she was in stuff. And Bette Midler, she was popular for a while with probably the teen crowd because of Beaches. But that was such a sad movie. And then she was also in Big Business, which I don't think a lot of people saw, but I loved it. I still watch it with Lily Tomlin. The dad, Michael Gross, he was in it. I love it. And then Kim Basinger, she was in Batman, so maybe Batman was popular at the time. Okay, and then of course you have the favorite sex symbol, which is dominated by New Kids. Jordan, Joe, and Donnie. Yeah. They should still be on there. I think so. People magazine, you need to get with it. Jordan Knight is now the favorite singer. Joe and Donnie, same thing. Paula Abdul, Debbie Gibson, and Janet Jackson were the favorite singers. Okay, here, favorite comedy stars. Roseanne Barr. She's kind of got canceled. Eddie Murphy. And then third place, Bill Cosby. Don't take any drinks from Bill Cosby. Just don't do it. And then New Kids were the favorite rock group. And then look at the second. Where am I? Milli Vanilli. Before the Scandal. And then Bon Jovi was third. Child stars were Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, Jodie Sweetin, who has been on several, I think, New Kids stuff, and New Kids were on their Fuller House show after Full House ended. And Brian Bonsall, who was in Family Ties. He was a little kid. They actually had favorite soap stars back then, which soaps really aren't a thing anymore. I think Days is online now, and I think Young and the Restless is still on. I don't know any others, but Christy Clark, who played Carrie on Days, I watched it. Mary Beth Evans was on Days too, and I think she played Kayla, but I'm not positive. And then somebody from Santa Barbara, Marcy Walker. And they even have a favorite animal or fantasy star. We had Alf, who, if you've seen behind the scenes things on that was one of the worst shows to be on, because it was to get this puppet to work, it was just a nightmare for the cast and crew. And then Batman, so Batman was unpopular, and The Simpsons, which I still have not seen. Michael Damian was the favorite soap star for guys. He was Danny Romalotti on Young and the Restless, and I think I saw recently that he is back on the show, and he is married to this blonde lady on there. I know that doesn't narrow it down much. Cricket. She played Cricket back in the day, but she goes by a different name now. She's still the same character, but they don't call her Cricket anymore. But I think they're married on the show now. I don't remember. But Jack Wagner, who became popular with Melrose Place, he was on General Hospital at the time. Then Stephen Nichols, he played Patch on Days. And here we go. Balthazar Getty. I actually thought he would kind of be the next River Phoenix, because he kind of has that mysterious look to him. But he kind of fell off the radar. I haven't seen him in anything. But this is talking all about Lord of the Flies. And I believe I've read the book and I saw the movie, and it's crazy. I think I've only seen it once, because it's about boys that get stranded on this island with no parents or adults, so it runs amok there for a while. And then they always had these word searches, and you could win t-shirts and stuff. I'm surprised I didn't do this, because I would at least do the word search. I may not have entered the contest, but I always did it. Look at Fred there. I think he's got canceled too. And then here's the addresses you can write to all the celebrities. You want to do a screenshot and try to write to him, go for it. For some reason I got mad at Richard Grieco. Maybe he smoked, I don't know. But yeah, I was upset with him. And our dear Tommy Page. He died a few years ago, if you didn't know that. But I liked him. He had some songs with Danny and Donnie and Jordan. They helped him write I'll Be Your Everything. And they sang on it, and it was a huge hit. And he talks in here about how they helped him with it because they felt bad because his first couple of songs didn't hit the top 40. But I remember his Paintings in My Mind or On My Mind or something like that album, and it was really good. I liked it. It was good. Let's see. Billy Warlock. I had to read this to remember exactly what he was on, but duh, I should have been able to tell from the picture. Baywatch. And he was also on a soap. And he said he was on Days. I don't remember that, but it says he was on Days, but he got, you know, his character was just stuck in one place. He wanted to move on. Oh, and then here is kind of like the dancing flowers. It's a contest to win these, but they're dancing instruments. And a group called Seduction, they're like, they think our group is about sex. Look at the photo. And then Adam Ant. I'm kind of surprised he's in a Teen Beat because it's kind of off the usual pop rock type thing. And Debbie Gibson had a book out. And I entered it. I mean, I wanted to enter it, but I must not have. I probably wanted to use all my stamps on the New Kids contest. And this is Otis Ball. Anyone else remember him? I don't. It says he was a singer, and I've never heard of him. And usually I hear of even the most obscure people. Pretty Woman soundtrack you can win. It said, you won't be able to see the movie because it's rated R, but win the soundtrack. Do you really think we didn't see it? Yeah, we all saw it. Article about, and this was around the time of the American Music Awards. Bobby Brown had won some, and I forgot to mention, they did mention earlier in the magazine that New Kids had won for favorite pop rock group and favorite pop rock album. And I can't remember if that was the year they performed with Flava Flav on stage or not, but one year they got booed, and I was so angry. And then there was another year they were up for pop rock group, and Aerosmith won. I was so angry. I was like, they are not a pop group. Not realizing the category's pop rock. So, anyway. But yeah, a whole bunch of stuff there. I don't really remember it. And this video is over 20 minutes, so I need to quit it. But, okay, I want to say this real quick. I remember all these people would write in to the magazine. And now I'm going to try to look to see, since I know a lot of fans, New Kids fans now, I wonder if I will recognize anyone. That will be neat if I do. I'll be so excited. But I don't recognize any of these people. But not all of them talk about New Kids. But and then right here, you could order this poster. And I realized the name of it, I think, is the guy from Teen Witch. I can't remember his character's name, but the guy she has a crush on. And then there's these drawings people did. Good for you, because I can't draw at all. And that one fan isn't going to like this, because it shows John with another fan. And that's it. So get your Noxzema, ladies, and get all the pimples. Don't want those on your face. And you definitely don't want age spots like me. I have them all over. Sunspots, age spots, but the weird thing is I never go out in the sun. So this one's really bad. I didn't notice this one until I was on the cruise. And after I met Donnie, I accidentally left my phone on. And I'm walking like this. And my phone is picking up underneath my chin. And I was like, how did I get a mole right there, a freckle? The more you know. Anyway, I know no one will probably see this, but I had fun. Bye-bye.